Hey there, Phoenixes. Daniela here, founder of ReDesign, and welcome to today's rant chat on the signs of being an indigo. So are you an indigo? Perhaps maybe your kids are. In today's video, I'm talking about a list of 17 authentic signs. I have omitted typical other signs that are mentioned in some other places, like a sense of entitlement or feeling like you should be revered, because these, more often than not in our society at this time, represent a narcissistic or another unhealthy parenting style that's been passed down, more so than a genuine indigo trait. So if you possess more than half of these traits that we're about to talk about, you are likely an indigo. So number one is you are very strong-willed. You're a passionate person who will do anything it takes to accomplish your goals or dreams, putting your body through hell, putting everyone around you through hell. Even if other people criticize or don't support you, you are still going to keep going somehow, some way, no matter what. Number two, you're an old soul. You feel as though you've lived many lifetimes and possess a wisdom that other people may not quite yet have. And as a child, you probably acted like the old man in the room where you were telling everybody how to live their life. You can imagine a 5-year-old telling you how to live your life. Huge indigo trait. Number three, you're a free thinker. No idea or belief is too holy for you to dissect or reject. You prefer to think for yourself rather than blindly just following the crowd, right? Questioning is everything to you. Which leads to number four, is that you're a huge nonconformist. As a child or a teenager, you probably were thought of as naughty, obnoxious, disobedient. And as an adult, you can't be boxed in either. You can't stand it. You prefer to find your own truth and forge your own path rather than listening to what everybody else thinks that they know. So number five, which leads again into, is that you're a passionate truth seeker, because truth to you is of primary importance. You're always seeking to distinguish the difference between reality from lies and deception. Especially when other people are around you, you can immediately tell when someone's lying to you or hiding something. So all of these things are starting to come together, and it has to do with how perceptive you are about everything. It's just a natural thing, which is number six, your perception. You can see and understand things about humanity and life and the cycles that we're going through that most other people don't naturally perceive. Your keen perception allows you to discover the truth about what's really going on in the human condition, and if you listen to inside, how to help. Which leads again to number seven, which is you're intuitive. Your perception makes you highly intuitive. You can also intuitive the best course of action, as well as know things about other people, or that are secret or hidden. Number eight is that you really do want to change the world with all of these gifts. Deep in your heart, you feel a driving force to create positive change on the planet as a whole. As an indigo, you know somewhere inside that your destiny is to be a paradigm destroyer, right? That's what we do. We go in there and we knock out all this crap. We are not, anything that's not aligned with our sense of purpose quickly dissolves or makes us very, very unhappy. Number nine is that you're compassionate. You're empathic. You care so much about the planet and other people and beings that it hurts every time you see or hear violence, destruction, cruelty, feel the sorrow and anger. You feel it to a higher degree than everybody else around you, and you often struggle with anxiety and depression because of it. I know. Number 10, though, is that you're a change-making leader, and ever since you were little, which kind of goes back to number one, you've taken on a role of leadership. You may find it hard to work with other people in groups because you find that you manage yourself better. You find it difficult to listen to authority, particularly when that authority is corrupt or illogical or outdated. You really want to offer a better, wiser, healthier way to do what you're doing, but of course you're considered nonconformist and obnoxious. Number 11 is that you're idealistic, so which is what you want a greater world for everybody else and yourself, but that idealism can be your naysayer. Your naysayer can hijack your idealism and turn it against you, which is really, really a struggle for those of us dealing with this. Number 12 is that you have an autonomous personality. Going along with the free spirit and the nonconformist, you don't like to be held down by anyone or anything, and you found it really difficult to be around too many people at once and often prefer to spend time in your own company. You enjoy that solitude because it can bring you that insight. You can hear it finally. 13, you're highly creative. Your nonconformist soul loves to express itself through art and creativity, whether it be drawing, dancing, singing, building, painting, writing, crafting, right? The love of self-expression. I bring that to you in Free Create Fridays. So 14 is that you have that special connection with nature and animals. As an empathic person, you naturally gravitate towards nature. You feel most at home when you're near the ocean or surrounded by the woods or your animals. Nature is that pure grounding force that you find a welcome break from all of this craziness that humanity is going through. 15 is that you're drawn towards spirituality over religion. It's a huge one. To you, spirituality is falling in love with the message, and religion is falling in love with the messenger. So it's the message of love, not the diluted dogma or fundamentalist teachings that got passed down. It's a difference. 16 is that you struggle with boredom. Because of your sharp, inquisitive, intuitive, perceptive mind, you tend to struggle with routine and conventional structure. As a result, you tend to get bored easily and probably were misdiagnosed with ADD or ADHD as a child because we're all over the place. 17, the last one, is that you are prone to experiencing existential angst. Existential anxiety and depression go far beyond the usual anxiety and depression, and this is because it's more concerned with life itself than the self. As an indigo, you tend to ask questions such as, why do we suffer? What is the meaning of life? Why is there injustice? Why was I even born? Why am I here? What the fuck am I doing here? You know, and all of these questions cause you to lose interest in the meaningless pursuits of everybody else around you. So some other little quick ones, potential traits that I know that I can identify with are a tendency towards addiction, to numbing out all these feelings because they're so strong, seeking out only loyal people, you're proud, you have fiery temper, you could be very sensitive to your environment and to food pollutants, and you have the spiritual gifts of clairvoyance or telepathy, you know, all the 5 clairs as they call it. So if you identify with over half of these signifiers, or maybe your kids do, chances are, indigo, ding, 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 ding. So here are my 7 tips really quick to navigate this crazy thing called life if you do feel that you are an indigo. You might actually benefit from some of these because I know that they are ones that I have implemented myself and with others. So to stay grounded, try practicing that mindful breathing. Practice a meditation, whatever practice that is, each day. Practice emotional acceptance and forgiveness of self. Familiarize yourself with the spiritual awakening process and how it's linked to that existential depression. Creatively express yourself. Hello. You may want to try the automatic writing or painting or any of the Free Create Friday projects just to get you in touch with your inner creator. You want to regularly spend time in nature to unwind and ground. I found that one to be extremely beneficial personally. And finally, if you're still uncertain about whether or not you're an indigo, you can always book a free clarity call with me and we can talk more about it, because I've opened up a few spots here just for helping you all out with this subject for those of you who have those burning questions. But if you have any immediate questions, burning quandaries or anything like that, comments, questions, you can always feel free to message me. And I will get back to you as soon as possible, because I know from personal experience as an indigo that this can be a very confusing and painful time to be in, and I am here to help you however I can. Indigos are here to provoke change in a time where conscious growth is needed more desperately than ever. So it is time for you to learn about who and what you are and begin to embrace it. Not only will it save you countless years of anguish and sadness and confusion, but it will actually contribute to the overall vibration raising of everyone on the planet and the planet herself. Hallelujah, right? So thank you all so much for tuning in. I hope this begins to clear up some of that confusion around your tendencies and your life experiences, and I am here for you. This is Daniela of ReDesign Your Life, and I will see you soon.